Hello everybody, and welcome. I have some IBM typewriters. I want to show briefly these typewriters and talk about what was the situation of IBM in Italy in the second half of last century. And also show some documents about IBM and introduce my new website where you can download them. Here, the typewriters. I think all of these are quite common IBM typewriters in USA. This is a IBM Selectric 2, around 1975. I love this color. It has the most complicated ribbon mechanism I ever seen. This is the IBM Standard Model B, 1954. There is the French keyboard. Also here, a very complicated ribbon mechanism. And one IBM Executive Model B from 1955, produced in France. One of the differences between these two is that the Executive model feature proportional spacing. This is a IBM Executive Model A from 1950s. It's made in Belgium. There is a beautiful coat of arms in the back. Another complicated ribbon mechanism. It seems that IBM love them. These are very innovative typewriters, but none of these works, and there is a reason. My father had a repair shop in Italy with many technicians, and he was an Underwood and Olivetti wholesaler. He traded in these defective IBMs from customers for an Olivetti machine. He kept them for his collection, but was unable to repair them. The reason is that Olivetti in Italy had an unbeatable support network. IBM in Italy during the 1980s had a technical support center only in the bigger Italian cities. Instead, anyone who purchased an Olivetti typewriter could count on a network of hundreds of official dealers. Olivetti also sold spare parts through 2 or 3 wholesalers, from which it was easy to purchase for a repair shop. Obtaining IBM spare parts outside of the official lines, however, was very difficult. Consider that at the time, typewriters required constant and regular assistance and maintenance, and also if the IBM were very good typewriters, the choice usually fell on Olivetti. My father in 1970s or 1980s had some contact with IBM, so he had plenty of IBM documents of that period. Manuals, leaflets, price lists, presentation brochures. So, I want to take the opportunity to introduce my new website, where I will upload all my documents about typewriters and calculators. I already started uploading some tens of documents in the past weeks. It's all free. Of course, if you want to put some like in my videos, I'm grateful. I'd like to show this interesting presentation of IBM Standard D from 1967. The title is The Art of Being Spoiled. It's dedicated specifically to the women secretaries, and nowadays would be considered sexist. Among other things, it reads, "Women are constitutionally more delicate. The art of pleasing is natural in all women. Feminine charm ensures happiness and success. Women have a particular way of judging." But back then, nobody paid attention to this, and, honestly, it's a very friendly and clearly written manual. Here are some documents in Italian about IBM already uploaded in my website. A comparison of the characteristics to be used by resellers. The manual for the IBM 196C and 82. A catalog for typewriter typefaces for IBM 82. Comparison for different models of IBM in 1960s. Many flyers for electrical typewriters of very advanced typewriter form around 1988. With also a list of accessories. These typewriters could be transformed into printers, Very interesting function for the 1980s years. In 1963, IBM had also advanced electronic calculators, these. And in this catalog from 1971, they presented also many particular office devices. Dictation devices, transcribing devices, a typewriter that copies text onto magnetic cards, a graphic typesetter, a digital image display terminal with a touchscreen and a stylus. And in 1970, IBM had already copiers with normal paper. At the moment, that's all. I invite all of you in my new website where you can freely download all the documents. At the moment, there are only some tens, but I have maybe a couple of thousands to upload. So if you are interested, check it once in a while. Have a nice day.